Hey guys, my name's Haley and I'm 18 years old. Today I'm going to be talking about adoption and how it has impacted my life. I'm planning on making this a series because there is a lot that goes into my story and I simply just can't make it into a quick video, so I'm going to get to the point with this video. The purpose for this video is for a scholarship that would help me out a lot in college, but I also want to make this video to open other people's eyes about adoption. Before I tell you about how adoption has impacted me, I do want to say that adoption is a process. It's a process you can grow from. It's a process you can choose to grow from. And it is not always easy. It's not always butterflies and rainbows. Adoption, for me, it was wonderful, but after being adopted, I honestly let myself go for a little while. But aside from the point, adoption is a beautiful and wonderful thing. And if you're ever able to experience being adopted, adopting somebody, knowing somebody being adopted, or having somebody be brought into your family, you understand that it is a wonderful, rewarding experience. It may not be easy, but the outcome is just beautiful. There's nothing else like bringing somebody into your family. So, some ways that adoption has impacted me. Adoption has impacted me in a way of starting me on a journey to knowing my self-worth. When I found out that my family wanted to keep me and was choosing to keep me, I felt really special. I was like, wow, they actually love me for me. They're not just keeping me because they can or I just need a place to stay. They seriously want me to be with them. Adoption has also impacted me in a way of who I am today. I would not be the same person I am today if I had a normal family, if I had a normal life. I probably wouldn't be as kind, empathetic, understanding, giving, and I'm not saying I'm perfect in any of those aspects, but I wouldn't be as much so if I had a normal family. Obviously, I can still work on things, and everybody can, but it has helped me strengthen those traits. Another way that adoption has impacted me is also, I'm trying to think of how to word this. Adoption has impacted me in a way that I want to help others. I want to be able to give back to my community because of what was given to me. Adoption has impacted me in a way that has changed my mindset from being a victim to a survivor, knowing that yes, these times are hard, or maybe this situation is hard, but it's not permanent. You can get through it. You can get better from it. Adoption has really showed me that. Adoption has also showed me what family is. Family isn't just blood. Sometimes blood relatives you don't even know. They're strangers. My own dad was a stranger to me, and he is still a stranger to me. So, adoption has really set the standard of family for me. It has impacted me in a way of how I'm going to handle my future family and my future life, and has really helped me appreciate the nicer things of life, the simpler things, the smaller things, just having dinner with my family. You know, some things we just take for granted, and I still take for granted things like that. But if it wasn't for adoption, I probably would have never really appreciated any of that. Adoption has also impacted other people's lives around me. They have impacted my friends. They have opened my friends' eyes to different circumstances. They have exposed them to different circumstances of, not everybody has a normal life. They have made it interesting for making friends. Not because it's hard to make friends, but it's hard to find friends that really understand and care. Adoption has impacted my adoptive family, obviously. They got a new person, me, and my brother and sister, my adoptive parents' biological children. It has they have been exposed to a lot of real life situations that they might not have ever been exposed to if it wasn't for them being foster parents and bringing in kids like us that have different situations that they've lived through. Adoption has impacted my sister in such a way that she's going to become a teacher. Obviously, there are more things that go into that, but I do feel like being in an environment where foster kids are coming in and needing help has really given her the heart to want to help people. They are so kind, even though they can be annoying sometimes, like brothers and sisters. They are some of the most kind and giving teenagers I know. But I also know that adoption shouldn't be where you find your self-worth, but it should be a stepping stone for loving yourself, because you have to understand these people love you. They want you. They are choosing to keep you. You can be adopted from so many different situations. You can be adopted through foster care like I was. You can be adopted by a different family member. You could adopt somebody. You could be adopted from overseas or be an orphan. There's so many different ways, and there's so many different stories that adoption just impacts everybody differently, you know? My adoption story is not going to be the same as the next person's adoption story. We all had different situations. We all went about it a different way too. And I think it's really important to understand the diversity of how adoption can impact you. And I feel like there are a lot of people who are adopted that haven't shared their story. And that's important that it gets shared out there, because adoption is such a wonderful and beautiful and rewarding thing that maybe you don't need to adopt somebody to experience. Maybe your friend is adopted, or you know somebody that's adopted. It can still impact you, whether you see it or not. And I feel like adoption can just have an impact on everybody. So adoption all around is a wonderful thing. It's not always going to be easy. The process might not be easy. The aftermath might not be easy. You never know what could happen. But what does happen is that somebody gets taken into a loving family. And I think that's enough impact to change somebody's life forever. I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed evening or day or morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this. And I just want you to know that you are loved. Whether you're adopted or not, you're loved and you're worth it. So I hope y'all have a wonderful, whatever time of day it is. And enjoy yourselves. Keep your eyes open. You never know what you could experience.